welcome back to the channel, you all. So, looks like we are traipsing into the Haluf map, and we're heading under Chiggy von Richthofen. I'm just gonna call you Chiggy. So anyways, Chiggy here is heading in his Tier 9 American artillery, the M5355, which is an outstanding machine. I don't know how many of you actually have this machine, but if you do not have, if you are an artillery player and you don't have the M5355, then you really are missing out on a whole lot. So it looks like he's got the big gun on this, and I don't actually remember what what caliber this is, but he's gonna head on. Don't back up. You've got the speed. Just use your speed. And it is really the nice thing about this machine as well, is the 5355 is very mobile. So and it really is another one of those things. And I'm kind of one of those artillery players that's really big on mobility. Now I have all the Tier 10 machines, you know, the Tier 9, you know, the Tier 9s, 10s, and you know, I have all the, I've researched every artillery line to its conclusion. But the machines that that really strike my fancy are the ones that are really mobile. So I love the French. You know, and this is all tiers, not even 10, but I love, you know, Tier 9, 10. I love the French the French machines, and then the Tier 10 Russian is very mobile. It's a great machine as well. And then the 5355, it really is sort of in a tier of its own. So, Chiggy here is actually a very good player. I'm looking at, sorry, I run XVM, so for all you Puritans out there, then, you know, hey, sorry about that, but I'm looking at the, just the colors going on. He's taken it on himself to really just, you know, make this little T100's life hell, apparently. And I don't know why this T100 is so hell-bent. Now, usually, I believe it's an assault mode where you have a base in the middle of the map. You know, it would make sense for him to be hanging out here, and that T100 seems to have forgotten that he's not actually, you know, capping a base. Now, Chiggy here doesn't seem to care much for using the modified artillery vehicle. That was a mean hit. It was an God, man, that was a nasty hit. Oh man. Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess it wasn't like too horrible, but God damn. E75. This E75's thinking better of it. He probably knows, like, oh, I'm being dialed. Well, maybe he doesn't care. Oh, he just fired and he didn't move away. Alright, just chill, E75. This will all work out well for you in the end. There is the shot, and there's the... Oh! Sorry, Chiggy, you got robbed there, buddy. Alright, so moving on. Yeah, I mean, we got all these assholes down in here. This 430, I mean, the only... He's just, I guess, lucky that Chiggy hasn't decided to take notice of him until now. He's going to be reloaded here in a few seconds, and this 430 is going to start regretting his life decisions. This is not a good spot, so for all you... Yeah, I mean... Oh, yeah, the Conqueror took him out. You know, the... in general, for all you regular tankers out there, you know, don't hang out in that area right there. Oh, that was a good hit. So, Chiggy's looking at... 1,300 damage right now, and his team is running away with it at 5-2. Well, I mean, I guess the enemy's only down, the Reds are only down by 2 runs, but they're I don't know. This is gonna turn out badly for their team. I think the 705 hasn't taken a single hit yet, and he's being very careful about everything. Canavan thinks he's safe, but he's not. Yeah, now he's like, ah, shit. Alright, ah, yes, the cluster of tanks. Now, see, this is usually where I ping, like, this T-57, I would tell him, hey, you know, back up, get up on the other side of the hill, try and draw them out to where they can, you know, they have to actually come around that corner. Because as soon as they come around that corner, you start dropping rounds on it, and you start racking up these one shot, getting 1100 because you're damaging and stunning everybody in this group. Centurion, just hold still for a hot minute. Nope, that was a good shot. Ooh, it came away a little bit shy, but you did a good job there because it gave your T-57 just a little bit of the angle that he need, or the advantage that he needed. This 705A, and I don't even really remember. I'm not even. Oh, look at you, Chiggy, finally using the shell view. All right, this is great. Okay, so that was daring of him. See, I wouldn't have taken that shot because I would have not been that daring. I always get worried that I'm going to stun or harm my own players, so maybe I should just be a little bit more careless and not care about my my teammates as much. But yeah, I mean, I usually, if I think there's even a possibility or even the slightest chance that I'm gonna, you know, you know, hurt my players or stun them or anything, I'll usually avoid taking a shot that I should probably take. So, I mean, I've sat there and watched my own players die while I just... Oh, there we go. He's dead. Alright. So, I mean, obviously at this point, you know, it's 10-4. His team's running away with this round. I mean, this is pretty well over with here. I mean, they've got a handful of tank destroyers, a heavy hiding out some goddamn where, and then one more artillery piece. Yeah, I just don't, oh, look at you, Mr. Apex. He's running away like, ah, shit. Yeah, I don't know, pal. I think that this is all over. Well, that was the best player on their team. He's gone. Yeah. What do we got? So I like, again, I run XVM, so I'm just, you know, every once in a while I glance up here and I just look at win chance. So we're at 81%. And they just lost their OHO and it went down. It went from 82 to 81. Yeah, that AMX, man. He you know, I think it was a little bit too late. Too late. He thought he was going to reposition himself, I guess, and try and take the long way. It just didn't work out very well for him. So, great shot. that was a great shot on the run. All right, yeah, I mean, so let's see. We got 3 tank destroyers. It looks like there's an E100 out there somewhere, some goddamn where. And I mean, I don't know. I mean, where do you hide an E100? I mean, the E100's, you know, he's not being shy. Well, these are always great for farming damage. He's just about arty shaped. Sometimes you can splash off that wall, and you can smack him. Oh, this is a good one. This is a good one to hit. Hit. 1100, damn it. Oh. that dumb bastard. Alright. STRV, well, okay, well, you know, good on you, STRV. You got a kill in there. God, man, that E100. I don't know how his team has spotted the S1. Has not spotted an E100. Yes, shoot. Right there, you'll splash him. Yes, do it. Sorry, this is the first time I'm watching this replay as well. Oh, come on, Chiggy. No, he's not going to come around that corner. You just fire it right there. Right there. You'll hurt him. You'll hurt him. Yeah. I mean, look, if you look at the score, it went from what 10 to 4 to now. Oh, there's the E100 finally, for God's sakes. I mean, that was, he rolled 300 damage, which isn't anything to complain about, but at the same time, you know what's really sad is the fact that he splashed him for 300 is actually probably better than if he had done a direct hit on the guy. If he had done a direct hit, he probably would have gotten, like, you know, hit him for like 70 or something. Just ridiculous. This SCRV is about to be a dead man. Yeah, I mean, this is really the later days, bro. You know the enemy team is to be commended here. Actually, the STRV fought until the very last. This E100, he's a good player. He's going to fail miserably, but he's back there somewhere, and all of Chiggy's team is scared of him, and you know, it probably is, and they're probably rightly so. So let's see. I mean, he probably just backed up all the way. He's probably actually hiding up in, you know, if I were the E100, I'd head up here and hide behind that wreckage. Maybe Chiggy's thinking about this now. I mean, he could have just backed into the corner. I can't really see the topography, and I don't remember this corner of the map. So I don't know if this is like a hill that he can hide behind. For some reason, I think there might be a little bit of a hill here. I mean, there's obviously rocks and shit, but I don't know if that's like actually like, I don't know if that's a significant incline to hide an E100. If I were that E100, I would come up here, hide behind this bush, but let's see. Oh, no, he did not take advantage of the bush. There we go. And yeah, see what I'm saying? He splashed him for 300. He just hit him directly on the side. Well, what is your WoT Arty? What is that, an M40, 43? Yeah, I don't know. That's kind of a dickhead thing. Oh, STRV, you're gonna get your ass kicked. You know, this E100, good on you, bro. Never give up. Never give up. There we go. And walk right into that shot. Splash. Yeah, there's a splash. Took him out. Good round, Chiggy. Alright, let's get out of here and let's go see how Chiggy did. Alright, so outstanding round there, Chiggy. So let's have a gander here. So that was a mastery badge, ace tanker. It's pretty, you know, that's actually very good to get when you're in a 53-55, because this tank is one of the favorites of everybody, and so there's a lot of players out there playing it, and there's actually a lot of really good players out there, you know, aside from Chiggy here. So to get an ace tanker in this is pretty spectacular. The ever-present bruiser fighter. There you go. 4 or 5 enemy vehicles in one bat. Did you get? Oh, you did get 4. Okay, all right. Gores. That's, you know, I mean, I know that artillery have low health pools, but I mean, drive an SPG and cause damage exceeding 10 times the hit points of your vehicle. That's wild. So, Confederate and high caliber. At least 20% of the hit points of your entire team. And in a match like this, a tier 10 match, you know, that's pretty hardcore. All right, let's see. Team score. Chiggy's out on top, obviously. He came away with 4 kills, over 4,500 damage, almost 4,600 damage. And again, that's really great in a tier 10 match in a tier 9 SPG. The M5355, it does have a good gun on it, but it doesn't do like just obscene amounts of damage like a T92 or something would. So this is an outstanding round. He came away with 1,200, you know, almost 1,300, you know, base experience, and that's hardcore. That is very hardcore. So actually, let me just move back to team score here. Where are you? Oh, there you are. Oh, we had Chiggy And we've got Ziggy. That Jagdpanzer E100. You know, I just wanna tilt my hat to you, pal. That was an outstanding. You know, always fight to the last. Yeah, I mean, you only did 300, you know, a little over 1,300 damage, 2 kills, whatever. But you know, I really put my hat off to you. You and your other pal, the S1, Pepito. Pepito, Ziggy, good job fighting till the very last. Don't ever give up. You know, just sit there and bang away at them and make them pay for their victory. So, detailed report. Shots fired 13, direct hits penetrations 8. Ooh, you penetrated twice. Those probably some of those mean hits. Yeah. Splash damage 12. Oh, he splashed 12 people. Okay. Damage 45. Yeah, that's a great amount of damage to be done. I mean, and really in any tank, that's a respectable amount. Yeah, I mean, you can come in here with some of these, the derp TDs and stuff, and maybe you know, come away with $6 grand or something in damage done. But you know, 45, you know, almost 4,600 damage done in SPGs that have been nerfed all to hell. I mean, that's really great. So, enemy vehicles damage destroyed, 10/4, damage due to the player's assistance. So you must have tracked somebody and gotten some of that. And damaged enemy vehicle stunned by you. So that's almost 2,600, and that's actually a pretty respectable amount. It means that your team was paying attention, and that's always a plus. So you kind of need these types of things because it just, you know, it means a team is working together. So distance traveled, and for 53-55, you know, it shows me that you actually didn't really need to use the mobility of that machine very much. Yeah, and you were lucky too. You know, you didn't really have to move around. I don't know, just habitually anymore now. I always move after every shot, whether it's just backing up and then going forward and then backing up and going forward. I always move just because whenever I don't move, some asshole just counter batteries me, and then my round's over. So, all right. So received 45,000 credits roughly. Fine for conning damage. Oh yeah, you probably stunned that one fella there when I was talking to you. 82. So you probably stunned him for a few seconds. So total amount for this battle, you know, a little over 45,000 after taxes. He came away with 21,000. So that's a great round. Profitable round. Any round in the black is a good round. So, outstanding game there, Chiggy. So, the 53-55 again. You know, I can't really say enough nice things about this vehicle. It really is just an all-around good machine. You know, as far as SPGs go, you know, I have a preference for French ones. Just because they're super mobile. And that really is what made the 53-55 valuable to me on the American line, is that it was so mobile, but it has a way better gun than anything the French Tier 9 can bring to the table. The French Tier 9 has a good gun. I think it's the 155-55, and it does have a good gun on it, and it also has a fully traversable turret. I'm fairly certain it's fully traversable. If not, it's a little bit. It has a little bit more traverse than the 53-55 here. This one does have some mobility on the turret, but it's not fully traversable. So, but this is one of the best the SPGs in the game. There's this. There's the the French ones are good if you kind of like to go that route. If you really like the mobility, but you're okay with the gun being a little bit weaker, then French is the way to go. And then there's the M44, which is, I don't know, completely unstoppable. So, amazing machine. If you're thinking of a line to grind down, go down the American line. The tank before this is outstanding. The tank after this hits like a freight train, but the 5355 is just amazing. So even if you're just looking to get as far as this machine, you won't regret it. So, but as always, everybody, I appreciate you swinging by my channel. Give the video a like or give it a hate. What is that? A thumbs down? Whatever. Or if you hate it, you can always thumbs it up as well. And be sure to subscribe to the channel. I do appreciate the folks that have subscribed to the channel, all 30 of you. So, I love you all. Have a wonderful evening, and happy hunting out there.